Good morning, welcome to this update brought to you by Phoenix Blue on Wednesday the 24th of August. I'm Tom Colley and I'll talk you through the markets and the news this morning. We'll start with the news, and it's a very quiet week for news. Yesterday the only significant event on our calendars was a speech by the Governor of the Bank of Japan. This effectively produced nothing in terms of what traders were interested in. The conversation was much more general and no hints as to how the Bank of Japan may proceed with their easing program or otherwise. Not unusual for Kuroda at the Bank of Japan to be quite mystifying in what he intends to do, or what the bank intends to do, because in the last year the markets have been surprised by either actions being a move to negative interest rates, or inaction, like the last meeting, where there was a very slight increase in purchases of ETFs, but nothing else on the easing side. Also today we have crude oil inventories out of the States this afternoon. Clearly that'll be of interest to anybody interested in trading crude or the Canadian dollar. Today we had a spike in crude yesterday at about 3 p.m. That was due to an announcement that the Iranians may be interested in joining OPEC in the discussions about an oil production freeze. Probably not as significant as we've seen before, because this comes at a point as they are now willing to discuss freezing, having ramped up production to virtually maximum capacity, like most of the other OPEC producers. So we'll wait to see how that plays out. In respect of the FX markets, we've been watching the dollar really for the last week or so, looking for some sign of a return to dollar strength. We can see here we've got a falling wedge. We're looking for a breakout of that wedge. I'm just looking at a 1 hour chart, and potentially we're seeing some sort of breakout this morning to see dollar strength. What we predicted at the weekend was the completion of this AB equals CD move here, which would call the bottom here at a level, at structure. So we're now looking for moves to the upside, but confirmation of a breakout and retest of this falling wedge will give us some confirmation over the next few days that we are going to see some dollar strength. On the yen, we're looking again for that dollar strength to play out. We took an order or a trade around 99.90 earlier in the week. We're looking for the dollar strength to play out. That was a small trade. We'll be looking to add in at this level around 190, being a break out of this triangle, retest at that level, and then we'll be looking for targets around this 103 level stroke, our trend line here. Similarly on the euro, we called this top on the euro at the weekend. We are short this market. We're now looking for a break below the double top neckline here for a pullback retest to take this back down to the downside. Again, all these trades excuse me, are about the dollar strength playing out. On the pound, our bias is purely short on this market, and although we expect this market to reach this level here because of another AB equals CD movement, the fact that our bias here is short, we'll wait for that movement to complete at that point, which will reinforce that level, in that we expect the market to move down from that point. So nothing wrong with trading that long if that's your what you choose to do, but at this moment in time our bias is only to trade the pound short post Brexit. Over on the Aussie, well, we're at a key level here in a triangle. This is a long-term monthly trend line, a shorter-term trend line here at a level around number 7600. Simple trade, break, retest of the triangle stroke level to take that to the downside, again riding that dollar strength as long as it plays out. New Zealand, this is another trade that we called at the weekend and we're short at the moment. There was a nice 4-hour opportunity to enter into this market at this high again yesterday. We've already taken profits on the intraday trade yesterday. We're now looking for a break below the channel and a retest on an intraday level at the channel retest. Interesting on the American equities yesterday, the main chart here is the S&P. We effectively created a double top formation on the daily here. We didn't quite make a new high, we didn't quite make a new high close, and a clear potential double top formation. So we'll be looking for a break of this horizontal level here, being the head and shoulders neckline. We've also got this trend line that I've spoken about here before that's replicated across all the American equities markets. A break below that level and potentially this lower level here. And we could see ourselves back down to the lows of post-Brexit or post the Brexit vote here around the 24th of June. This is the Nasdaq, slightly different trend line, but doing the same job effectively. We've got an absolutely identical double top formation in this market. Because of that trend line, potentially a break below there will be a more significant indicator if we break and retest the head and shoulders neckline than on the S&P because of how that trend line's drawn. However, we're extremely cautious in this market. This period through here is the quietest, as the least activity we've had, or the least volatility we've had in the stock markets, the American stock markets, since the dot-com boom in the late 1980s. No, that's wrong. It wasn't the late 1990s. So we'll be watching that. We are cautious. There are so many mixed messages in here at the moment, so we will be waiting for significant technicals to play out and then trading those technicals when they happen. Okay, guys, if you like the way that we look at the charts, nice clear charts, no lagging indicators, pop on our website and go to the upcoming events here. We've actually got an event on today. It's too late to be at that event this afternoon in London. It's 4 hours of free trading, free knowledge, access to our two most senior traders for a 4-hour period, and various other bits and pieces, many questions as you want to ask. If you pop onto phoenixblue.co.uk and leave your details, even though this event isn't there, it's a monthly event, so you will be given details and invited to the next event, which will be around this time in September. As I say, the specific day to be confirmed. Okay, that's it for today. Enjoy your trading today, trade carefully, and we look forward to speaking to you again in the morning. Take care. Bye.